The other day at my local grocery store, I saw this happening. I did see this happen at the grocery store, at my local store last week, kid you not. So today I'm going to show just one simple little thing that you can do. That one thing is awareness. And it's really important to understand how to not just be aware of what's going on in your surroundings or what other people might be doing around you, but also to be aware of yourself and your body. If you like what I'm saying, go ahead and hit subscribe, hit like, and share. Our creeper here today is played by my good friend Bodie. He is not really a creeper, just a disclaimer, he's a friend.
As you can see here, our creeper's stalking closely. Our victim doesn't see him behind her. She's not paying attention and her back is completely exposed.
I don't ever want to be in a position where my back is completely turned to everything going on around me. You can see how this might be problematic. What can I see? What can I see from here? Nothing. So, if I want to look at something and I want to get a closer look, come and follow me. Here we go. We'll get a closer look. I stand in a positional interview where I can turn to where I can stop or see out of my peripheral vision. If you stand in your nice position of interview, your hands are out in front, you have really good balance, and when the creeper rushes you, you can turn. And when the creeper rushes you, I'm going to stand in a position where I might be able to see anybody walking towards me at any given moment. Hey, what's going on?
Oh.
Hi. He could be a friend, and I might want to give him a hug. Or he could be a total stranger and a creeper, and I want to just set the boundary. I don't like being touched. What's going on?
Hi, I just liked your outfit.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate the compliment.
You wanna go out?
No, I don't. But can you back up? You're a little bit of my personal space. Hey, what's going on?
Nothing. Just want to say you okay?
Oh, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Have a nice day.
Okay.
Never take your eyes off of what they're doing, where their hands are, and never stop paying attention to your body and your position, your stance, and where your hands are. Now it's time for our Black Belt breakdown with my good friend Jon. He's also our newest Ares BJJ Roseville Black Belt Professor, and he's going to be breaking down for us what we've been talking about: awareness, our stance, defensive stance, position of interview stance. So without further ado, Jon.
Sure. My name is Jon. Like Becca was saying, I am one of the newest black belts here, Ares BJJ Roseville. And one of the first things probably the biggest key you can have is situational awareness. That is key to everything in life, and something you need to practice every day. I kind of equate this to driving. Most people, when they're driving a vehicle, they are staring about 2 feet in front of their hood versus down the road. We talk about having our head on a swivel. It's not necessarily like you're always looking. Yes, you are scanning, but the best way to be scanning is to be looking off in the distance. I can see everything that's close by here. I can see up to 190 degrees. Like I can see what my hands are doing back here. So having that situational awareness, being aware of, hey, I see there's a white car over there. I see a flag down over the gas station. I see a white van that just went over. That stuff is about a quarter mile away, but up here, everything close, I can see Becca nodding and participating in this. So that's number one. The next thing is how you stand. A lot of people, they kind of stand on their heels and they're kind of like this. It's a little off balance. And what happens is when you have your feet kind of in parallel and you're standing on your heels, it's really easy for Becca just to tip me over. So like if she wanted to tip me over, it's not that difficult. Now, if you get into an interview stance, usually this is like law enforcement stance or whatever. What we're doing is we have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, about shoulder width apart. You're on a swivel, so your hips can move really easily. You have a good base. Now you're not like doing like a jiu-jitsu tournament where you're nice and low and you're like getting ready to fight. You just relax. The other thing too is having your hands up. Don't have them in your pocket. Just keeping them right here at your waist. You can put them on your waist, whatever. That allows you, if you need to, create distance and block things, punch or whatever that might be coming. The other thing too is this allows you, is if somebody comes and like tries to hit you from the back, it allows you to be able, like if Becca comes and hits me from the back, right? It allows me to quickly be able to address the situation, okay? So stance is super important. Situational awareness, probably number one. And to have kind of that bubble. You know how everybody has their personal space? That's really, really important. But that's also important when you are looking at things or doing some sort of functionality. You don't want to be right up close to you know your subject that you're trying to do. You want to keep that distance so you have that place to move if you need to move. But also conversely, right now, Becca, for me, I know her, so I'm okay with her being this close. But if I don't know her, I want her this close when I'm talking to her, because this allows me an opportunity to see what she's going to do. So I want to control that distance all the time. I want it in front of me as well as behind me.
Nice. So maintaining a good proper distance, and really for you, what is comfortable for you? I personally am not comfortable with Jon. I'm comfortable with any stranger. I'm not comfortable with this distance either. So for me, I kind of measure at my arm's width. If he swung at me, would I be able to stop? Would I be able to put my hands up? Would I be able to protect myself? So just to back up what Jon was saying, you want to make sure that you're thinking about at home even discussing with your family, your spouses, your children, what is a distance that's comfortable for me? And kind of put that into practice daily. You can even turn it into a fun game with your family. I like to do with my daughter when we go on walks, we'll say, hey, what street did we just pass? Hey, what did the car look like that just went by us? Did you see that person? What color hat did they have on? That kind of game makes it fun and something that you could do daily and put into daily practice so that you and your family are making sure you're taking measures to be aware, but to not live in fear. This is in no way a video about being afraid to go outside of your home. You should be able to move about outside of home freely and fun with your family. Have fun and do things that you want to do, while maintaining a sense of awareness for yourself, your family, and what's going on around you.
So something to keep in mind right here, she's very, very close to this wall. It's not, she's not controlling the distance, so if I wanted to, I could easily bum rush her right against the wall, and I could take her purse, I could violate her, bad things can happen at that point. So really, if Becca were to even take one step further back, if I were to come now, she can still see all the stuff that she's looking for, but if I were to come now, she can come in and counter me. And that's what we're looking for. We want that distance and that distance control. So again, that's a good amount of space right now. You're talking about 5 feet. And if I come up and I try and bum rush her, right, it's not hard for her to get rid of me. Now, let's do another close one.
Yeah.
So again, Becca's checking out whatever on the wall, maybe a shelf, whatever. She's really, really close to it. She's not maintaining enough distance. So distance always equals time. So right now, me being the bad guy, I could easily come up, right, pin her up against the wall, grab purses, grab money, grab wallets, grab her person, violate her in that way. So in order to prevent that, you create that distance, and that's going to help out with timing and allow you the opportunity to react when necessary. So remember, the average response time for law enforcement is about 5 minutes. So that means that you need to be your first responder. Make sure you put these techniques into practice so you can protect yourself, your family, carry a first aid kit, and make sure that you handy to call 911 after the event is over.
We're going to show you an example of distance control and how you can potentially keep yourself safe by using this position of interview type stance and being aware. If I went to attack Jon, boom, Jon has the control. He is maintaining his distance.
Gives me enough time, because I'm more than an arm's length away, gives me enough time to react as Becca comes after me. When she comes after me, I'm just deflecting the arm, I'm moving myself, performing an arm drag, and then from here, I've got control of her. From here, I can do whatever, whether it's create distance, take her to the ground, call 911. You don't have to stay and be in the fight. As you can get away from the fight, that's good enough. Most of the time, if you demonstrate you're not a victim, either with a loud voice, your posturing, or worst case scenario, do something like this, the individual is gonna run away and leave you alone.
Victim versus not being a victim. If I'm standing here not paying attention, head down, kind of bummed out, in a weird mood, kind of funky vibe, whatever, not paying attention, I'm a really good option for Jon to come and attack me, or pickpocket me, or steal my purse, or whatever. If I have good posture and a good stance and good awareness, most likely the predator is not going to want to choose me as his prey, because he sees that I see him, I recognize what's happening, I am in a position where I can move about, and if I have a strong posture where I'm standing upright and I'm like, no, have a look on my face like, not today, most likely I'm going to fight, I'm going to run, I'm going to call the police, I'm going to scream, cause a scene. Keep in mind that most predators, and there are always exceptions, but most predators want someone who's going to do what they want them to do, be able to take them to another location. This brings me to another really good point. Never, under any circumstances, allow yourself to be relocated. Relocation is probably the scariest thing that can happen in any circumstance where somebody wants to do you harm. Unfortunately, your rate of survival goes down drastically if you allow yourself to be relocated. So fight like hell, scream, kick, scratch, bite, do whatever you have to do to not be taken to another location.
Okay, so Becca here, distracted, maybe she's feeling down, maybe doesn't have confidence right now. She's looking down, and it's great for me as Mr. Predator because she doesn't see me coming at this point. Okay, she's not aware of her surroundings. She's looking right down here at the ground. Whereas when she's postured up, she's got good posture, head up, looking around, scanning, looking in the distance. Okay, I don't want that because she's going to see me coming. It's going to be even hard for me to come here. Remember we talked about that 190-degree field of view. She can see me. She can see me. It's really hard for me to have her be my victim if I'm a predator. So make sure to keep that in mind as you go about your day-to-day business.
You've been watching Everyday Self-Defense. This is a BJJ Girls Rule production. If you like what you see, please feel free to hit subscribe, like, and share. And please come and visit us anytime if you're in the Roseville area at Ares BJJ Roseville.
Oh.